If you can't confidently answer these three critical questions that I'm about to ask you, then you may be setting yourself up for failure whenever you're about to purchase your first home. In today's video, we're going to be separating the unserious buyers to the serious buyers. So if you want to know what it takes to step into the market and buy your first property, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video. What's going on, guys? It's Cody with eXp Realty, and in today's video, like I said in the intro, we're going to be separating the unserious buyers to the serious buyers and what are the three critical questions that you need to ask yourself. So without further ado, be sure to follow all my social medias, my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I post daily real estate vlogs of me trying to hit multi six figures as a 20-year-old realtor. And if you haven't already, be sure to contact me down in the description below if you're looking to relocate to Arkansas or relocate out of Arkansas. Buying or selling, I'm here to help everybody, even investing too. So if you need a strong realtor who's going to be aggressive in getting your property sold or who's going to aid you in finding your next property, be sure to contact me down in the description below. Without further ado, let's not waste no more time. Let's jump right into the video. So number one, let's get the most important one out the way. Your financial readiness. Are you financially ready? Before you get into that, I'm going to ask you three questions. Do you know your credit score? Have you been approved for a mortgage? Lastly, do you know how much you can afford in a home specifically? And not only you're just providing these numbers alone and seeing how much you can afford for it, when you're about to buy a home, sending a seller a pre-approval letter shows how serious you are. So that's why I need you to answer those three questions for me. Because the reason why you need to answer those 6 questions, not only because it's the basics, is because are you even ready to even buy a home? Do you even have the right time to even take these steps to see what your credit score is like? Can you get pre-approved and how much you can afford? Some buyers that I recently dealt with or used to deal with think that you could just jump into this real estate market and just buy anything at all. No, that's not how it works. People used to come to me without a pre-approval letter or don't even know how much they can afford, and then ended up wasting a lot of time because obviously they can't afford buying a home because when their credit is bad, they can't get pre-approved and they don't know how much they can afford. So this is why I encourage all of my buyers to do their research, see how much they can afford, always get pre-approved to let us realtors, not just only me, just us realtors know that you're serious about in this market. So if you don't know where you are and you're a first-time home buyer, you don't know how to get in contact with all this, first of all, you need to look for a lender that you're going to use. Then right after that lender, then you can go find your real estate agent that you trust. Number 2, what are your home requirements? Now, this is where the fun stuff gets in. This is where do you want to go? Where do you want to live? How much you can afford, like the first part. Have you decided what location you want to live in? Do you know the size of the home you want to live in? What amenities do you like? Now, obviously, this should be a hard question because everybody has a dream home. Everybody wants to live in a certain spot. So this question should be very easy to you, but also there's a little trick to it. Only trick to it is that there's no exact place that you're looking for. Obviously, there's a place that you like, but there's no exact place or specific place that you're looking for, which, hold on, is not what you think it is. Basically meaning that if you find that perfect property that you're looking for, why waste so much time into thinking, hey, I probably want to offer on it, or I may want to offer on it next week, when if the property just has been listed and you want to take time to think about it, that could be the worst decision of your life. You take the time to just wait and try to offer on it, that means that you have other competition who are looking at the same property as you, and once they're throwing an offer and you get accepted, well, what can you do? You can't do anything until one, either the offer doesn't fall through, and that can take multiple weeks because you have to go to an inspection period, you got to go to this and to go into that, and you want to put up a backup offer. And once you do put up a backup offer, you can't offer on anything else. So why not waste all your time and just automatically put in that offer for the property that you like and not waste no time to see if you get accepted or not? But overall, number 2 basically just means that what are your requirements? What are you looking for? And don't waste any time once you find those requirements for the home, because believe it or not, most buyers really waste a lot of time when they find that perfect home and they think that, oh, I gotta think on it, oh, I gotta sleep on it. Next thing you know, the next day it's under contract. So number 2, basically just remind yourself that, hey, if you find something that really fits you, throw in that offer. Number 3, which is the biggest of them all, your timeline and your motivation. Let's start with your timeline. Your timeline really matters. So if you're looking for a property, let's say in a specific summertime, or if you're selling a property and you have another property that you're going to buy, but you can't get it right now until you sell this property, timeline really matters. And also, while timeline matters, ask yourself, why are you buying this property? I want you to ask yourself this 2 questions. Are you buying for investment, to buy for your family or upgrade your current living situation? Or 2, do you need to move quickly or you just casually exploring your options? When it comes to timeline, you're going to figure that out whenever it comes to closing for your property that you're selling or the property that you're buying. You're going to figure out that term timeline. But when it comes to motivation, why are you making this move? Why do you need to make this move? Why are you buying another property? Why is this an investment property like I asked you? Or you're just currently exploring your options and you just want to find what else is out there? Because you need a clear timeline and a clear motivation, because believe it or not, sellers want to work with buyers with clear motivation and plan, especially someone who is not just window shopping. So if you're unsure about the timing that you have, it might be better off to take some time to evaluate your priorities on buying a house, because moving is already a big problem and it's a big thing in itself. So overall, number 3, you need to ask yourself, what's the good timeline? What is your real motivation on why you need to make a move? Because like I said, sellers only want to work with real serious buyers. And that is it, guys. Those are the 3 questions that you need to ask yourself before you go buy your next property or buy your first property. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know, were you thinking about buying your first property and you come across this video before you're making those moves? Let me know down in the description below. And if you're ready to make this first move and you answered all 3 of these questions and you're very sure of yourself until relocating or finding your next property, be sure to contact me down in the description below. And also check out my social medias, my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Like I said in the intro, I post daily realtor vlogs and me trying to hit multi 6 figures as a 20-year-old realtor. And you know, if you want to connect with me more, be sure to follow all of them. So without further ado, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Let's get it.